an easy thing, though. Coming to the village on the hill. Please, it's an experience everyone needs to experience.
Hey guys, so this is Ishmael Lamptey, and guess where I am today? So this is actually a village somewhere in the Oti region called Shiare, where they live on a hill. It's actually mind-blowing over here how this is happening. I'm actually going to have some aerial shots of this place, but before then, let me just flip the camera over so you can actually see. So this is actually a way path that leads to the top, and it looks like I haven't actually seen anything yet. Like, this is so much insane. Like, if you're in Ghana and you don't seem to hear about such places and the rest, and you think you're still enjoying Ghana, well, it's about time you have to travel to other parts of Ghana to see what's been happening there. So this is actually a small should I say stream here, which flows down there.
I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step.
So actually on our way to the top, and we had to use a different route, not the one that leads directly there. We have to go a bit ahead and actually get to the top. This is, I must say, it's actually insane. Like, I haven't been there yet, but from what I've seen already, it's insane. Take your time, Charlie. And I have to cross this bridge. I need to be very careful. All right. And whoa, I'm actually thinking of flying a drone here, and I'm just looking at these trees. I've had this experience of having my drone stuck in one of the trees, sometime back. So just going to be extremely careful at this place. You can just look around. Like, this is like a very thick forest here, and that's the path I use them to the top.
Feel like a dynamite, ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town.
I'm a bit to the top. I've done just like about 10 minutes or even less, and I'm tired already. This is insane. Whoa, this is amazing. Just look at that. Wow. Like, my mind is completely blown away. Damn, there's a place like this in Ghana, Charlie. With the media come here for to work. I'll bring people here. They should travel and see. Seriously, you need to really step out of your comfort zone. Go places you've not been before and see some of the amazing things that we have, especially here in Ghana. It's incredible. Like, it's incredible having places like that in Ghana. Wow.
We are climbing.
We are still climbing actually. Like, you have to go all this way. Charlie, you want to honor me? There's a church out there. They're having a church service. This is incredible. Like, I'm completely blown away, and I'll definitely love to come to a place like this again. Yeah.
You see what Mommy was talking about?
Yeah. Yes. So if you take a look at this, that's how you go about your foundation before they put out the
I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. I'm walking alone, the streets are empty. The only thing I can see is my own silhouette. I'm getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
Look behind me. Isn't it incredible? Like, isn't it incredible? Wow. Wow. The landscape, Charlie. Be careful. Wow. This is insane. A bit history about this place, that is Shiare, which is a village on the mountain in Ghana, which happens to be the traditional capital of the Akyode people of the Nkwanta South Municipality in the Oti Region. Now, Akyode people are Guans, and some happen to reside in the Oti Region as well as some in the Volta region. Now, the village is believed to be about 900 years or even more old, and according to oral history, it says that its inhabitants migrated from somewhere in Ejisu in the Ashanti region to Kwahu through the eastern region and then to their current location, which is Shiare. Now, due to the topography of the area, houses are built in a very unique way. So one thing I learned is that they do the foundation, it stays there for about 2 years or more, or even 3, before the house is actually built on it. Now, the name the Hanging Village was given to the place by European tourists after discovering the place. So the Hanging Village is simply the village on the mountain, which also is far apart from other villages.
From London to Taiwan, I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul.
To be able to get a proper view of the entire place, we had to walk for some time to be able to get to the top, and I must say it was actually not easy walking all the way from the bottom through to the top. So as you can see, we had to keep walking after getting to one place. Now, we're fortunate to have gotten one guy who became our tour guide. So he actually took us to one of the elders' home, so we could seek for permission before going ahead to actually use the drone at the place. So we're walking to the elders', that's the chief's house. So that's the chief actually granting us permission to be able to go ahead and then film the place. So we left off from his place, and then we had to walk a bit further through to the top to get a very good spot to stay over there, then go ahead to film as well as to use the drone. So we're done asking permissions or seeing the elders of this place, and we're actually going to the top to get a clear view of the entire place, and then I'll be able to fly the drone from there. It's actually good to, should I say, make friends with people who can take you places, because it's been an easier process for me because this lady who is in front of me happens to, have some sort of relations here, and it wouldn't have been possible for me because no one knows me and I can't even speak the language. I can just imagine. It's incredible. So let's get to the top and see what's there. So we kept walking. This time around we were climbing higher, and I must say there was a lot of rocks you need to be very careful when climbing to the top, and that's a very nice view from the top. So we are still getting to our destination at the top so that we are able to film and maybe do some, you know, 1 or 2 things before we descend from the top. So we are still walking through to the top.
Church.
Also, this one you can capture from here.
Okay.
To go into
So there's actually a church at the top over there. That was actually a good spot. We had to be able to, you know, do some shots. So you're standing around that side, and that's a very nice view you get from the top there. I don't know how many people are aware there's a place like this actually in Ghana. I've been completely blown away seeing a place like this, and it's wonderful. It's wonderful how people are able to live on top of the mountain, like have their buildings at the edges, arrange pieces of rocks to form a house, an entire house. It's incredible. I don't know why I was so much yearning to see a place like this. Like after seeing a picture of this place, I wanted to see this place back then. I must say that I feel so much like happy coming to see a place like this, and I don't know. I'm sure I know a lot of people are going to ask in the comment section, where is this place and the rest. Don't worry, I definitely would love to bring people here to also see and experience a place like this. You just have to be extremely careful if you come to a place like this, because you just keep climbing and descending, and these are just rocks. You know, you have people over here who are locals, and it's easier for them to do so. So you keep going to the top, and I'll fly the drone from there.
Clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
I want to, because I want to follow you. Okay. Please, I don't know.
After flying the drone, I had the entire kids of the village, Charlie, just following me. Wait, are we going to descend this? So after filming, we were descended from there and then head over to the waterfalls. Now I must say that after flying the drone, I had a lot of kids coming by from almost every part of the village to, you know, you see what it was. So that was it. At this point, we came to the guy in white. That's the tall guy's house. He brought us to his house, and you know, the people over there requested to see the drone, because I don't know, I think it was the first time seeing was I had to bring it out of my bag. They had a look at it. They were a bit amazed how I could, you know, go all the way through to the top. So that's me showing the drone to them, and I must say they were a bit, you know, excited, you know, to see a drone. Yeah, so that's one whole woman in there, and yeah, so those are the kids. I think the drone got the entire kids of the village to come by.
It's not an easy thing, though. Coming to the village on the hill, please, it's an experience everyone needs to experience.
So, this is Shiare, who actually been a source of getting to know some of these places and being able to take a tour to you know, this place to see some of the amazing scenes like you can ever experience in Ghana. Like, it's incredible, like, to have such a place on the mountain actually, and you have kids descending up and down. It's insane. It's so insane. I've been scared to the core. I'm descending this thing. Anyway, so I'm yet to see the waterfalls, and then after waterfall, I'll take another aerial shot. I think I'll be just about it so far. Maybe I'll go to the top. Who knows? Maybe I'll go to the top.
Okay, maybe
Alright. So from there, we decided to head over to the waterfalls. So that's the path that leads to the waterfalls, and so we kept walking for a while, and then got to the section where we that leads to the waterfalls actually. So those are some kids who happen to be, you know, running on top of this scary path at the top there. That was a bit scared because it was slopey, steep, and a bit, you know, scary actually from the top. But it looks like since they grew there, it was actually nothing for them. So those are some of the kids, and we had some living next to the waterfalls. So on our way to the waterfall, if you look behind me, you can actually see the village. See the way it's arranged over here. Oh, you can pass. See the way it's arranged over here. It's very much incredible, and the paths are very scary. If you ever happen to find yourself over here, you need to be extremely careful, else once you trip, yeah, just going down. You know, the people over here have lived here for quite a while, so they're very, very, you know, they have so much skills, especially in climbing and descending these hills. And there was some part that was a bit scary, but I'm okay. And yeah, so that's the village behind. Unfortunately, we can't go to the waterfalls because I learned you can't wear red colored attire. The two people I'm going with happen to be in something close to red, and that's so I'm only in black. Mine is allowed, but but where it is, it's a bit far. The path is just like it's a bit scary. I don't want to risk it going to that side, so we're just going to go back to the village, have a look at you again. So it looks like exchange of plans. We're going to go back again. I'm told that what she's wearing is not red, so hers is fine, but the gentleman will have to take off his once we get to a certain part of the waterfalls. The path still looks a bit scary. I don't know how it looks like a bit ahead, but once I go a bit further and it doesn't look any better, I might just have to return back. I can't really risk it just because, whoa, I'm tripping already. Whoa, scared as hell. Right. So at this point, the journey began, you know, getting a bit scarier because we've gotten to the top, and if you look a bit down there, it looks a bit steep, and it was very, very scary because the path was it was full of rocks, slippery rocks. My footwear wasn't really good for that, but I tried a bit. I went a bit further, and then I gave up actually. So here we kept, you know, walking. I had to be very extremely careful at this point because the rocks were more, the path were getting, you know, very narrow, and I needed to just try my best to be able to see how far I could actually go. So here's one of the, I think you get to this section where there's some, you know, water coming from the top there, and then from this part you actually head to the that's the bigger waterfall. So there's one of the waterfalls on the way on our left, so we just go a bit further. So we had to do more walking at this point. Kept walking, staying safe, being careful, and as you can see, look up there, these trees are very, very high, and it's incredible. I must say, it's very incredible. So we kept walking for some time. I've been flying
from town to town, from London to Taiwan.
I'm beginning to feel the breeze of the falls already here. We are still some few meters away from the waterfalls. Yeah, I bet you never knew there was a place like this in Ghana. Well, there is, and it's insane. Like, it's really insane. Almost today. So we go to another part. There's actually one waterfalls down there, but I needed to be very extremely careful at this point. So that's the falls down there. You actually have to walk a bit ahead to see it, but I don't know how far once you get to it, but let's see. Here looks a bit tripping. Now over here you notice that I had to take my time to make some calculations to actually study the path very well before descent, because at this point the rocks were very slippery. My shoes or my footwear weren't actually prepared for this, so I needed to actually get some assistance from the guy. Initially I was looking at his sandals, but I realized he wasn't going to help, so I had him, you know, stick to my side and then guide me all the way through to the bottom of that section. So that's him holding my hands. You know, it's insane, I must say, and he assisted me through to the bottom. So yeah, that's me getting down there. And I must say, I actually didn't really end there, because there was more ahead of us, and I had to still get his assistance to be able to, you know, get a bit further. So that's him assisting me through to that point, and a bit further. These kids were just amazed, were laughing at me, because it was an easier, you know, trip for them. They could just run, jump, and they were doing everything that, you know, as a kid you can actually do, but I was just being more careful so I don't trip and fall.
We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.
So if you watched the previous footage, you realize that I had to take my time a bit because my shoes are a bit slippery, and oh no, you can go, and if I don't take care I'll slip, so I just had to take my time. And well, this is actually such an experience, I must say, and I was scared as hell over there. Like, I was scared as hell. It was crazy. Yeah, it was crazy, very, very crazy. Like, because if you don't take care, you just slip, you're just going to the ground. So let me just take my time here as well and descend this. All right, so I think do free Chilinga going for Togo.
Togo.
Ah, you do for us in here. No, come on, Fatima, I don't think I want to go. I'm tired. Fatima, you can go and come. You can go and come. Go and come. I'm not wearing a good shoe and I should be walking down this, up and down the step. Unfortunately, I don't think I'll make it. I'll want to go to the falls. Like, it's not that safe going to the falls, especially if you don't come from this town. Mempa Boanenye. And now Yendru Hoye, rocks be Brisansu in Nimiti. Muma inside another time near corner. Why? I know they are disappointed we can't go to the falls, but I'm disappointed myself because we've come far, but looks like it's not going to get any better, simpler going forward. Like, because the rocks are a bit slippery, there's nothing to hold on to by the mountains, and it's still a bit ahead. We have to go. I can't fly a drone over here, unfortunately. So we just have to go. Right. Unfortunately, I'm not going to go to the falls. The the path to the falls isn't that clear, as well as it's a bit scary, and there are rocks also. My footwear isn't the best for climbing and descending these rocks. It trips, like you can slip. It's a bit slippery footwear I'm wearing. I didn't really prepare for this because I didn't know there was a falls I'll have to embark on. So unfortunately, I'm not going to go to the falls. I can't also fly a drone over here. There are lots of trees that I don't know. I don't want to risk it as well. So we can't see the falls in a video form, but we may have pictures to see of the falls. It's a bit dangerous walking along this path because there's nothing to hold on to by the sides of the rocks, and if you are scared as I am, it's a bit difficult. It's going to be a bit difficult for you to go because it goes the way down. We're actually on top, and we have to keep going to the top before we descend down a bit, and it hasn't even been easier. You could see some footage behind where I had to be assisted before I could get to this place, and there's actually somebody carrying something and just walking. The way I wish I wasn't this fearful. Let me just turn over the camera to show them coming.
Ready to explore right up in the sky. I need you to listen, I need you to hear, and don't show any fear. I've been flying from town to town, from London to Taiwan. I've been all around the globe trying to protect your soul. We are here.
Just saw a mother carrying a baby, walking past here carrying something, not as afraid as I am, carrying nothing. Well, it happens. Like when you go at certain parts of the world, you build resistance towards certain situations, and it's a bit easier to go through situations like this. Like it's crazy. It's crazy. I really appreciate coming here, coming to see some like things I've never even imagined, especially to be in Ghana. No, I don't have money on me. Unless this or Budu Kromi. It's insane. If you think you're so much for adventure, I think you would want to visit a place like this, especially on top of the village there. You could see how steep the rocks are, how steep and slopey the path, like coming descending down. It's crazy. So if you are really for adventure, this is a place I would really recommend you come take a look. Unfortunately, you can't see more from me now because it's not as easy as I thought it was going to be, and I just have to cut the journey a bit shorter because I don't have good shoes. Yeah, but it's been an interesting and an amazing journey, I should say, and it's been a good one. So that will be just about it for now. I'll see what more I can get in terms of videos of this place before I finally leave here and then go back to Atara. So that's it.
Getting stronger, step by step. The clock is ticking, but there's no time for regrets. I've been flying from town to town, from London to